What if I told you you could be losing up to 2 or 3 centimeters of height every single day? And no, I'm not talking about aging or some rare disease. I'm talking about daily habits, things you probably do without even thinking, that slowly compress your spine, weaken your bones, and chip away at your true height potential. Most people assume height is 100% genetic. Tall parents equals tall kids. Short parents equals short kids. Sure, genetics set the ceiling, but your lifestyle decides how close you actually get to that ceiling or how far you fall from it. In this video, we're breaking down the 7 most common mistakes that make you shorter over time. Some of these are so simple that you might laugh when you hear them. Others are mistakes that millions of people make every single day without realizing they're robbing themselves of centimeters. Stick around until the end, because mistake number 6 is one of the weirdest and one of the most overlooked. Let's get into it. By the way, if you want more science-backed strategies to maximize your height and avoid growth mistakes, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Mistake 1. Poor posture. Even if you're genetically tall, bad posture can steal centimeters from your height instantly. You could have long legs, broad shoulders, and good bone structure, but the moment you slouch, round your shoulders, or crane your head forward, you look shorter. And worse, over time, those habits become permanent. This isn't just cosmetic. Chronic bad posture can actually change your spine structure. Forward head posture and rounded shoulders flatten the natural curves of your spine. Left unchecked, this can lead to kyphosis, an exaggerated upper back curve that literally reduces standing height. And modern life makes this worse. Phones, laptops, gaming, hours every day with your head tilted down. That's text neck. Every degree your head tilts forward adds kilos of pressure to your spine. How to fix it? Do a string check. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head. Try wall posture drills, heels, butt, shoulders, and head against the wall for 60 seconds. Strengthen posture muscles, rows, chin tucks, and face pulls. Correcting posture doesn't just save your height. It can make you look 2 to 3 centimeters taller instantly. But even perfect posture won't save you if you're guilty of the next mistake. Mistake 2. Not sleeping enough. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs itself and releases the most growth hormone. Here's the crazy part. You're tallest in the morning. Why? Because spinal discs rehydrate overnight. Think of them like little water balloons between your vertebrae. Lying down lets them refill. But if you cut sleep short, staying up till 3 a.m., scrolling TikTok, you rob your spine of recovery. Over years, that means permanent height loss. How to fix it? Aim for 8 to 10 hours if you're still growing, 7 to 9 as an adult. Sleep on your back with a supportive pillow to keep your spine neutral. Avoid caffeine and screens before bed. Sleep is your nightly reset button. Skip it and you shrink. Literally. Quick question. How many hours of sleep do you usually get? Drop your number in the comments. I'm curious how many of you are already guilty of this mistake. Mistake number 3. Sitting too much. We weren't designed to sit all day, yet school, work, and Netflix marathons force us into chairs for 8 to 10 hours. What happens? Your spinal discs compress, your hip flexors tighten, and your glutes weaken. This creates anterior pelvic tilt. Your hips roll forward, your lower back arches, and you look shorter. And that water balloon effect I mentioned earlier? Sitting squeezes fluid out of your discs. They partially recover at night, but never fully if the cycle repeats. Over decades, that adds up to real shrinkage. How to fix it? Use the 30 to 60 rule. Every 30 to 60 minutes, stand up and walk for 2 to 3 minutes. Alternate between sitting and standing if you can. Stretch hip flexors and strengthen glutes with lunges and bridges. Movement is medicine. The more you move, the taller you'll stand. Mistake 4. Weak core and back muscles. Your spine isn't just bone, it's a structure held upright by muscle. If your core, glutes, and back are weak, your spine collapses. Gravity pushes down, your posture caves, and you lose height. Think of your muscles as scaffolding. Without strong scaffolding, buildings crumble. Your body is no different. How to fix it? Core, planks, dead bugs, hanging leg raises. Back, pull-ups, face pulls, rows, glutes, hip thrusts, glute bridges, squats. These exercises literally act like anti-gravity armor for your spine. Strong muscles equals tall posture equals full height potential. But even the strongest muscles can't protect you if you feed your body the wrong fuel. That brings us to mistake 5, bad diet choices. Most people think bones are just sticks of calcium, like dry chalk. But the truth is, bones are alive. They're constantly breaking down and rebuilding every single day. And what you feed them decides if they rebuild strong or if they rebuild weak. Here's the problem. A lot of modern diets are basically a disaster for your skeleton. Junk food, processed sugar, and cheap seed oils. All of these slowly chip away at your bone health. They create inflammation, they weaken cartilage, and they accelerate aging in your tissues. Over time, that means thinner bones that fracture more easily, weaker cartilage that reduces the spacing in your joints, and a body that simply can't keep its structure the way it should. But here's the good news. You can fix this. You just have to flip the script on what you're eating. Start prioritizing nutrient-dense foods. Eggs, salmon, leafy greens, bone broth, nuts, even sweet potatoes. These are packed with the minerals and proteins your bones crave. Make sure you're getting calcium and vitamin D too. That can come from dairy, sardines, or even fortified foods if you need them. Without those two, your bones don't get the building blocks they need to stay strong. And don't forget hydration. Your spinal discs are like little water balloons. They literally need water and electrolytes to stay plump and cushion your spine. If you're chronically dehydrated, your discs dry out and you lose height. So here's the takeaway. Your bones are alive. If you feed them junk, they weaken. If you feed them real nutrients, they support every single centimeter of your height. And speaking of things most people overlook, the next mistake almost nobody connects to height, and it all starts with how you breathe. Mistake 6. Mouth breathing. Sounds weird, right? But chronic mouth breathing, especially in kids and teens, literally changes facial structure. Instead of the jaw and maxilla growing forward, they drop downward. The face elongates, the jaw recedes, posture worsens, and the whole body slouches. Adults aren't immune. Mouth breathing encourages forward head posture and slouching, both of which make you look shorter. So how do you fix it? It starts with training yourself to breathe through your nose, not just during the day, but even while you sleep. Second, practice proper tongue posture. Keep your tongue pressed up against the roof of your mouth. It feels simple, but it makes a huge difference in how your airway and posture align. And third, reinforce nasal breathing while you move. Inhale through your nose when you're running, lifting weights, or even just walking. That way it becomes your body's default. Breathing properly doesn't just improve your health, it literally supports a taller, stronger look. And here's the thing, even if you fix your breathing, there's still one invisible enemy pulling all of us down: gravity itself. Mistake 7. Ignoring decompression. Gravity pulls you down all day. By evening, the average person loses 1 to 2 centimeters of height. Over years, that constant compression leaves a mark. If you never decompress, you accelerate spinal shrinkage. So how do you fight back against gravity? Start simple. Just hang from a pull-up bar for 30 to 60 seconds a day. That alone gives your spine a break from constant pressure. You can also try inversion therapy or even yoga poses like downward dog. Both of those let gravity work in your favor for once. Make it a routine to stretch in the morning and again at night. Think of it as resetting your alignment before and after a long day. And don't forget hydration. Your spinal discs are like little water cushions. They need water and electrolytes to stay plump and strong. Decompression is basically hitting the reset button on your spine. Ignore it, and year after year, you'll feel yourself getting shorter. Height isn't just genetics. Genetics load the gun, but habits pull the trigger. Here's the truth. Poor posture, not enough sleep, sitting too long, weak muscles, a bad diet, mouth breathing, and ignoring decompression, all of them silently make you shorter. The good news? Every single one of these mistakes is fixable. So stand tall, sleep deep, Train your muscles, nourish your bones, breathe right, and reset your spine every single day. Do that, and you won't just preserve your true height. You'll look taller, stronger, and more confident than 90% of people who ignore these habits. Now, I've got a challenge for you. Out of the 7 mistakes we just covered, which one are you most guilty of? Drop it in the comments. My guess is most people are going to say number 2 or number 3. And if this video helped you, hit that like button. It really does help more people find this channel.